Got it.
I'm sorry?
Yeah,
Okay, so were you notified it's being recorded?
yes.
Okay. I did not see that pop up. Oh, I see it now on my screen. Okay.
I
So
did
Carter,
too.
great to see you again. I'm going to quickly run through this going from the very beginning, basically an intro to the whole dashboard situation. So again, we logged in, you used your username and password. I showed you where to log in. You've got that on the bottom of every page. Across the top, these are considered your shortcuts. Going down this side, this is considered your dashboard. All of these shortcuts can be found hidden, not hidden, but located underneath different flyouts on the dashboard. So the shortcuts are here to get you there quicker. You have a list of pages, and the list of pages you can see are listed here. And then there's also a list of that same pages, which is here under Builder. Now, when you click under pages here, this takes you to the back side of the page where you would add information for search engines, such as keywords, some meta information, page descriptions, page titles. So stuff that search engines see, not necessarily that humans would see.
Right.
When you go to, which is important because you want to rank for Google and Bing and Yahoo. So that's how you get to this side. And we'll go there a little bit later on here in a minute or so. Here, this is the builder. This is the same list of pages. And this is how you get to the front end where you can actually edit how the page looks. And you may recall from previous sessions when we've opened up the different pages, we've been able to edit them. So let me just quickly, so that this is the same list of pages. It's just, this is the back end, this is the front end. So I'm going to go to pages here, and I'm just going to go to your home page on the back end. So I'm going to click on this just to quickly show you. We're not going to spend much time on this side today. So you can see that the title is Home, Carter and Phillips Professional Photographer. You know, that's fine. Here we don't have a key phrase. So I'm going to go with Professional Photographer. So this will help give information, photographer, for the search engines. And so when people are searching for professional photographers or whatever key phrase you want to add for different pages, Africa trip, Morocco trip, you can have different pages. Now, a page is different than those photo albums, or they could be, you could have a photo album on a page, but right now I'm talking just about the pages themselves, just whatever you put on them. And then down here, you've got a meta description where you can type in some information about this page. Again, not about the photo, not about other type of information. It's about what's on this page. So you can see here, Google's asking you, the WordPress is asking you to add some information, provide a meta description for a snippet. And this will provide information so when people find you under search results, that it would show up a little snippet. So let me just type here, Carter Phillips adventure. Okay, you go back and add this for yourself. You can see this bar was going across to show you how much space will end up showing out. I mean, you know, you have about another maybe 90 characters or so. And when people see for a search results page, they will see a little snippet about that particular page. Now, you may have a page that's called, you know, Africa trip, and which may have photos and a photo album that's also called Africa trip, or it could have, instead of just Africa, it could be Egypt, Africa, or one of the other country, Africa. So you could have other pages that are broken down with different photo albums. But for this particular page, this is the page title, this is the snippet. And we got to this through the pages going here. Now there's a little bit more information you can add, probably not relevant for you at this time, but this is for search engine optimization. Now, what we want to look at, are you following me okay so far, Carter?
Yeah, I got you.
So what we want to do is go ahead and use the front end. So I could either go here to Builder and go to the front end, or I can just launch the Builder right here. And the Builder we're using is Beaver Builder. Could be used in other ones, but this is the one that we are using. It's a very good page builder. And so you can see here now, we've opened up this page. So this is the front side of what the page looks like for humans. And you can notice that as I hover over the different areas, that they become highlighted, and some of them broken down by different areas being highlighted. And as you can see, as you hover over it, this particular area is called a call out. So that refers to this area here. When I hover over this, this would be a row. And you can see it highlighted the whole horizontal row. When you go here, this would be a slideshow setting. So I'm hovering over the wrench, and if I clicked on it, which we'll do in a little bit, the wrench will open up different settings. This is a text editor setting. It's the same wrench, but it's going to open up different tools. Here's the wrench. It's a slideshow. These are called modules or widgets. Some of the programs are calling them blocks. But the point is that you can edit this particular active widget, module, whatever term you're using. Here, this is the row setting. When you click on this, you'll be able to edit that particular row. And what I want to point out to you is that as I hover over this area, it doesn't highlight anything. Yes, you've got the menu here, but you don't have the ability from this page, from this login section, to edit the header, or all the way down here. This is the footer. You can see that you can edit this, but when you get down here, you can't edit it. And the reason being is that we have to edit the header and footer a different way. But for our conversation today, don't worry about it. If you want something changed on the footer or all the way up here on the header, tell me what you want changed and I'll change it. The color, the background, the menu, whatever you want. I can show you later how to do it, but that's not the purpose of this conversation today. But it's quick and easy to do. Just let me know what you want. Getting back to these modules or widgets, you can see here as I hover over them, the different wrenches, as I already said. When you click on it, it would open up a different tool. So let's click on this. This is a slideshow. And I'm going to click on this. And actually, what I remember now is I bought new software for you. And it's not that it's old software. It's just not the new higher quality stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do this because it works. It's wonderful. There's no problem with it whatsoever. But I upgraded your software. I've given you another option that I'm going to show you in a second. But this is totally good software to use. It's great software to use. And when you do a slideshow, you can continue doing it this way. So as you can see here, I clicked on, let me close this again. Here's the wrench. You click on the wrench here, and it's showing me right here, this is a slideshow. There's some tabs here that you can fine tune the slideshow. Like, do you want the arrows to show or not? How quickly do you want it to rotate? How do you want the transition to be? How quickly do you want it to transition? So do you want the photos to change in a randomized order? So you can think about this. You can change this how you want. You don't want them changing too quickly. 3 is a little fast. You can see that in the background. 5 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
And
4
this is a
seconds.
general slideshow. And this is where you would change it. So right now we have 5 photos in there. Here's the height, 500 pixels. And if you clicked on it, it would open up a light box that was light. But let me just show you here, let's edit the gallery. We had 5 photos. These were the 5 photos that were in that particular slideshow gallery. Now, if I want to add photos, you would go here to add to the gallery right here. Click here. And then you've got a bunch of the photos you've already uploaded. And then you can add more. I'm sorry, this would be to see more. When it said load more, it was so that you could see them. To actually upload, now this is your media library. Think about this as your, a file folder. It might be, a thumb drive or a drawer, somewhere where you have a lot of files. All of these are not necessarily on your website, not right now anyway. They're just in your media library. And you can see the term right here, media library. And then you can organize them different ways by dates. But we can add some software. You want to categorize these by folders. We can do that also. But right here, so because you're going to have a lot of photos, so that takes a lot of scrolling to find them. So we can buy you some software that would allow you to create a folder that's called, Europe, and another folder called Africa, another folder called whatever, USA, and then put your and create folders within folders to store your media files. But you can think about that later. For now, though, what I was showing you is if you want to upload new files, and here we are in the media library, you want to put more photos in your files, you click on upload files, you go to select files, and then it would go take you somewhere on your computer where that you would end up grabbing your photos and then click open, and then it would upload them to the media library. Let me pause and see if you have a question or comment on any stuff we've gone over so far.
No, but I'll come back. We'll come back to the home page when we get further
Okay.
down.
Okay. So what I wanted to show you here was this was basically how to change that particular slideshow. Now, you had a different slideshow up here. Clicked on this one here, and you have 4 photos. You can edit the gallery here, and these are the 4 photos you have here in this particular gallery. So down here, this is not a slideshow. This is called a call out, and the call out is a module or a widget. And you know, a widget can be anything, but this particular widget is called a call out. And the reason why is because it has 3 different things built into it. It has at least 3. It has a heading. You can see it here, Africa, and you can put that above or below. It has, you could add text, like right here. You can see the text right here underneath the word Africa. If you wanted to add text, now that's why this is all connected in the same module or widget. Are you following me okay?
Yep, got you.
Okay. So, and then you have the image, and the image is right here. So, you can edit the image or change it or whatever you want to do by clicking here. And so the reason why, so let me just say save for right now. So this is this whole modular widget moves all 3 of those things at one time. You see, it didn't move just the photo. Now I could have put in a different module or widget, like here's module, here's photo, and then I put a photo here. I'm going to select photo from your media library. And so you can see here, this is just a photo. But this, as I hover over the wrench, this is module is, hang on. Oh, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. Let me see what I got here. This is a call out. This is a photo, and there's a photo. So whether I set this up for you, which obviously I must have, or if I grabbed it off of a page and started setting this up. So this particular widget or module, as you hover over it, you can see it's called a call out, and it includes a title, some text, and this particular image. Let me close that. Didn't mean to click it. Now this over here, as you can see, it's only a photo, and so there's no ability for me to add text underneath. Now it says Alaska, but that's actually the caption. Let's see here, media, boom, boom, boom. Show a title, and so that's shown below it, and so this is actually the title of the photos. Let me click edit, and it'll say Alaska right here. So that's what that's showing, but that's different than this whole thing showing the text underneath it. So why is that important? Because as you're starting to edit different pages, you may decide you want to add a photo, or you may decide you want to add a different type of module or widget. I'm going to delete this. And so again, this particular thing here, I'm going to get rid of that text. General. So this looks very similar, but this particular module and or widget is very different. This is a photo with a title, whereas this here is actually a call out that has a photo, a title, and then you can add the other stuff underneath it. And it all moves together. It stays together. Now, what I'm going to do here, Carter, is just again remind you is that as you want to edit different parts of your page, if you this here particular, if you click on this reg, it's a text editor. So this has photography for those special moments in your life. You know, you may want to add different words, you know,
Right.
worldwide traveler or some of my adventures or whatever you want to put. But you would just click on the different active module or widget. You okay with all that?
Yep, I believe so.
Okay. And this one particular thing here, again, I have this other software for you that I'm going to show you. Let's take a look at this here. And this is an example. The software I bought and uploaded for you is called this Envira Gallery. And this goes back over several months, I think 6 months or so. I sent you that email about that. Did you ever have a chance to look at that by chance?
No, I did not.
Okay, not a problem. Are
It
you
fell
still
through
seeing
the-
my screen okay?
Yeah,
Okay. You're okay with this. So this is the software that you now have. So I was showing you stuff, which is the Beaver Builder and changing the photo slideshow and all that type of stuff. And it works great. There's no problem. This particular website, you probably want to spend maybe 10 minutes or so later tonight, pour yourself a glass of wine and see what they have on here. But here's a website, Envira Gallery. Here's a short video to watch the video. See how long this thing is. Should be relatively short.
I'll watch, yeah.
Okay, you can watch this on your own, but it shows you quickly, you know, basically what the software is about, which is very handy. It's great. So going back to your website here, I'm going to hit publish that page. I could have just discarded it, but I went and published it. And as I click here, Carter, I'm back to the back side of your website, but you can see the dashboard's not showing. So if I click your name, or it's not your name, it's the title of the website, then the dashboard will show. So if I click here, then the dashboard, I'm back to the home page. So if you're not seeing your dashboard, that's how you get it to show. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. So what I wanted to show you, okay if I keep talking for another 90 seconds or so?
I'm good.
Okay. So what I wanted to show you here is here's your dashboard. Down here, you've got Envira Gallery. Down here, you want to do add new. Click add new. It's opening up. If you can see up on here on the screen, it's starting to add, still loading this page. Let's add a new gallery called, no, I won't be able to spell it. So here's Africa Trip 2020. Focus key phrase. You'd want to add that because we're doing this to the back side of the page. So Africa. And may I have photos. And then, you know, again, you want to do your little snippet. So you want to scroll down to here to this meta description and so you can add whatever other words you want to add them.
Right.
And then basically then what you'd end up doing is you'd hit publish. And now we've just created a gallery that's called Africa Trip 2020. And then, give me 1 second here. Page is loaded. Add new, give me 1 second. So it was a while ago that I looked at this software for you here. I know I created a previous video, and did you ever see the one video that I had set up for you on this before?
Yes, I did.
Okay, on the Envira Gallery?
Yeah, but I probably need to go back and look at it again to refresh my memory.
Okay, and do you remember how to get to that?
Let's go through it to make sure.
Okay, so where all the videos are, if you go to YouTube, and then if you click on type in my name, you'll see I've got what's called a channel, and so I've got 44 videos there right now. And if you click on here, let's click on this. So this may look slightly different for me. If you're going to YouTube, I'll let you catch up because I'm seeing it as me, the administrator. You would be seeing it as you as the public.
All right, I'm there.
Okay, and do you see my different videos?
Right.
Okay, so under videos, there's ones now, a lot of these would still apply to you, even though they're for other people, because they're very similar functions. But let me just see here. Let's see where here's Carter, June 24th. A year ago? Is that right?
Yep.
Wow.
How about that?
I didn't realize how much time flew by.
It goes fast, doesn't it?
It really does. And here's a video of my wife with the governor of Michigan pays just a quick minute and a half tribute. So if you haven't seen this video before, please take a look. It's quite cool because
All right.
Recognize the 2021 public policy.
But that's a tribute from the governor to my wife.
Oh,
So
very
Carter, and actually what I'll do is I'll just say that this here for you walks you through what I was about to walk you through here. But since I'm already getting tripped up because I haven't done this for 11 months, that's why I was like, man, because I bought this software for you when I saw this, I thought this would be perfect for you. Because what this allows you to do is to set the number of pages, the number of photos that you want on a particular page so that people don't get overwhelmed with I mean, that's up to you, but you could have 20 and then they click to the next page and then they can see another 20 or whatever you want to do. It also, this Envira gallery allows you to create an unlimited number of photo galleries so that this would allow you to separate your photos. And then what you end up doing, you can see here, I started, you've got, this is called a short code. And so what this does, Carter, is you create your slideshow using Envira Gallery. And then what happens is your slideshow is basically for our conversation and for understanding is your slideshow is organized and stored in this software. Then all you need to do, and I'll help you do it, is you just grab this short code. So you can see here, you highlight it. This is probably for copy. Well, you highlight it, and then I'm doing Control C. And so I just copied it. I could have done a right mouse click and copied it there. So I've copied this code. Now what I can do is go to, I'll just use an example quickly to show you, is here I'm going to go pages, I'm going to go new, and then page, and then Alaska trip 2020.
Africa.
Yeah, I'll call this one example, just so we keep it separate. And so, again, you want to go ahead and add, yourself a key phrase. It's just for organization for these search engines. Trip fishing. I have no idea what you would name it. And then you want to go ahead and add your meta description down here, because again, this provides information also for humans. I said it was all for search engines, but your snippets are visible to humans and they see this on their search results pages. So I'm sure you've seen snippets many times. Do you know what I mean by that?
I've seen them. I just didn't pay any attention to them. So.
Okay, a lot of people do, because again, if I went here and typed in professional photographer, So here you can see the snippet is whatever this company or person, here's Rhino Africa. And this is what their snippet is, what they put underneath there. And if you don't put a snippet, often Google or sometimes Yahoo and Bing and the other search engines will try to grab a snippet somewhere off your page or off your website. But by giving the typing in a snippet, you're basically controlling more likely what'll show up, and it's helping you and the search engines and that type of stuff. So anyway, and before, if you did not have a snippet, it wouldn't show anything. It would just show the links underneath it. But the search engines have gotten smarter. And you can see here, they added more. Here's Africa Adventures. And this only has, the 2 lines, whereas some of these have more than that. So why am I showing you that? It depends if you want to rank, how you want to, do well with the website. Going back to the point was this particular page. I've got that on my clipboard already. And I think I could type it here, but I'm going to go to the text part. Like I clicked here instead of visual, I click text. And then I do a paste, so I do Control V. And I bet you I could add the gallery here too as I'm seeing this, because again, this is new software for me, and I'm not sure if this was here before, but I'm going to click this here. I can see this is the Envira logo. Now, what I was going to do, I'm going to do it just to show you. I'm going to hit publish. So it's publishing, and I just typed in this code. And I'm going to go back and do add gallery, and here's the Alaska thing. And let's take a look at the page, preview changes. So this is right now, that particular page, Alaska trip 2020 example, and we're previewing it. This is how it chose to display the Alaska trip. Now we could have it displayed different ways, up, down, how many in a row, the size of them, but this right now is how this defaulted. And so that's what this is showing here. That was the preview. So let me close this preview and go back here to the page. So here I am, here's the gallery that we created. And where is that gallery? I'm going to go to here, Envira gallery. And then this was the Alaska trip. Which one was the example? This here was the example that I grabbed. And if I wanted to change some of this, I would click edit. And this is where you can change some of, let me see here again. Scrolling down here, you can change some of the drop files to upload, so you can change where you're getting your photos from, or if you want to upload more. And then this would be currently in your gallery. These are the ones that are here. If you want to delete some of them or edit them, you click here to edit or modify the image or delete them. Here, this has no sorting, or you could have it randomized, or however you want to organize your photos on that particular page. This here is your configuration to show you how the photos may lay out on that page. And then you can set the number of columns. And we went with automatic, I believe, is what that's set up for right now. But you could have had it set up for the number of columns, the size of the photos, the size of the rows. So there's not a huge number of settings, but there's a decent number of settings here that you can make your photo galleries layout slightly different. And this is for your light box, if you wanted to show as a light or dark, and if they fade or transition, slide or rotate, if you want the titles to show. So there's again, I would say, depending on how fancy you want to get with some of this, it might take you 15, 20 minutes to change settings for the different photo galleries that you'd end up creating.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long.
No, it's just each one, depending on how much you want to customize them. If you just go with the default, it's, relatively quick. Let me see what else. Do you have a question or comment, any stuff I've showed you so far here?
Not on this stuff, not yet.
Okay. let me
I'll
go
go
back to that particular page that we were at. So pages up here, builder, and then we were using it as an example. Here it is right here, Alaska trip example.
since we're recording this, it'll be easy to go back and
Yes, I agree with that.
reproduce it.
I agree. And actually, I think that the other video, I think I'm probably a little bit fresher because I had been using the software a little bit more before I created the video for you. But as you've seen, it's been 11 months since I've logged in, and you've logged in to actually do some of this stuff like this. So the work we do, I don't log into the site itself as often because we are access it through the control panel, which is different than accessing it through the administration panel. But with that being said, here is this particular page. And as a reminder, and again, you can watch the other video or videos I've created for you. This row right here is set for a fixed width. I can see that it's not going the full length of the page. So I'm gonna, because this is a row, I'm gonna make it full width.
Okay,
And so right now the row is full width, but then I also want to make the content, full width. And so you can see what happens here is it starts to fill the page more. Now, what we have is this particular, I hit save. This is the slideshow. This is a text editor. Why would we have put these photos in as a text editor? Oh, because this is the Envira gallery. That's what this is. So when I click here, so you see here, this is the gallery.
right.
The gallery we have set the page, the photos to look this way. And that's probably not the best way to do that. And so what you might want to end up doing is, let me hit done. Let me hit publish. I'm going to go back to that in same Envira gallery. Click here. Go into the dashboard, and then I'm going to go to that Envira gallery. Click here. And that's this one right here. And so this was the one we have pasted on there. Now I'm going to hit edit. And now we're going to edit how that gallery will actually lay out. Because I didn't like the way that was laying out that way. So go to configuration. And let's go to Mason. You can see this darkened right here, went from automatic
Right.
to Mason. And then let's do more than 2 columns. Let's do 4 columns. And then let's find for this, enable lazy loading. Do not display, caption no. Default, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, you may end up tweaking the image size, how it displays, but we'll just, for purpose of our conversation, we'll let this lay out as it is. Let me scroll up and update or publish. Update. And because that code, this code, I clicked on Envira Gallery, and then let me go back here. This code is already pasted on that page. So we made changes here. This code is already on the page. So if I go to that page, which was called example, then those changes should show. So let's see what happens here. Let me go back. I don't have that page linked anywhere. It's just I have to do a preview. So this is what the page, so you can see it now, it's got 4 columns.
Right.
And it's doing kind of masonry look. So, and I did not limit the number of images, but you can limit, like this right now has 8, 9 images. You could limit it to X number of images, and then down here it would say next page. So that way you don't have 100 images on one page unless you want 100 images. So, Carter, let me pause there. What are your thoughts, comments, or questions so far?
This is quite a bit for me to go back and study and digest this week.
Well, I think if you watch that other video first, this one here, which is called Carter June 24th Galleries,
Right,
I think that would be the first one to start with.
okay. Let's see.
And then go to the one for 2022, which will be our conversation today, because the other one I think will go take it. And I don't see another one for you. I see other ones, but yeah, it looks like I just created one for you from what I can, or at least that I've uploaded. So, and it's 40 minutes long, but
Perfect.
I think it'll help you quite a bit, actually, Carter, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So,
Well, I've
that
got
might be
it.
the first one to start with. And then what I'll do is when we're done today is I'll upload this one, our conversation, and it'll appear somewhere around here. And then you also were going to watch this. It just is just a 2-minute video that explains. Let's just watch part of this for a second.
Welcome to Envira Gallery. In this video, we'll look at the features that make Envira Gallery the most powerful and user-friendly WordPress gallery plugin on the market. Our easy-to-use drag and drop builder lets you create stunning photo and video galleries.
I'll go back and watch it because I can't hear it.
Okay, let me stop it then.
Which one was that?
How about question or Carter? I don't want to overwhelm you. I just I want to give you as much information as I can to help you. But
Is that video on yours?
what it is that you can see on my page, it says Envira Gallery, and I'll send you this as a text, and then you can grab it off.
Okay.
Your,
Okay. That's not on your YouTube page.
no, this is on a website somewhere. That particular company's website.
All right.
But I'll send you the text right now so that you've got it. And let's see, here's Carter. Okay, so you've got that. And Carter, what is your email address?
Use Carter Photo at Hotmail.
Okay, I see it. Carter Photos at hotmail.com. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me hit save file. And okay. How about other questions or thoughts, Carter? Or
Eventually, I'd like to go back, maybe change our homepage
okay, let me go here.
to maybe a thumbnails.
Here.
Yeah. When we first open, when somebody first opens it up.
Okay, so what I would do is because I'm on your homepage here and I'm logged in, but I don't have a page active. So I go to Builder and then Homepage. And then I would go here to plus. And then what I would do is go look for a gallery and I would drop it in. Let's drop it in right here. And then you're saying a thumbnail. So let's collage or thumbs. What do you prefer? Do you have a preference? Carter? Did I lose you? Carter, can you hear me?
Yeah, it dropped off there for a second.
Okay. So you mentioned like thumbnails. Do you have a preference whether it's a collage or thumbnails?
What do you think?
Let me use collage. It may look a little bit nicer.
That's what I'm
And-
thinking.
Okay, and then I'm going to do it. Okay, so I picked media library. So that's going to come out of your media library. I'm going to hit add photos. And then let's just, you can change this on your own, but let's just put these here. So I click these here. And then I hit add to gallery. And then update gallery. And then the photo size is medium and never and lightbox large. That's fine. Style. Okay. And And then, as I mentioned before, this is set for a fixed width, so it's up to you if you like fixed width or if you like the row to be full width.
Full
You
width.
want the content, that's up to you, to be full width. Now the
I think
photos,
full width
did you follow that at least? I know it's on video, but did you follow
is
that?
for people to wonder about.
I'm sorry?
I think full width is a better,
I think so too. So
But
when
that's
you
just-
want to change the photos, you would just click on it. And then you go to your general settings and then you go to edit your gallery. These are the photos I picked, but obviously you probably want to remove some of these. And then you'd want to add more. So add to gallery. Then update gallery. And that's it. And then it's done. And then what we just did was we changed the home page. Now we're going to change this again, but now this is your home page. And then
Yeah.
down here was that slideshow. And then down here was text. So when you say you want to change stuff, you know, any particular row or module or widget. And now this one here, because the page isn't active, I can't do anything. So I've got to click on Builder. And now this page in a second, now it becomes editable. Now I can hover over the different areas and I can delete them. So if you don't want this slideshow anymore, you can delete the row or you can delete the slideshow.
okay,
That's up to you. And then you scroll down here and you can delete the text. This is a row, but it's a text editor box. You can see right here, text editor. So you can delete that. And this is a row, but this is a photo. This is a call out. This is a call out. So you could delete the whole row, or you could delete the modules or widgets or columns. If you want to add a new row, again, this is on a different video, but you can add a row here, and let's do 4 columns. I drag and drop it right here. Now I've got 4 columns.
right.
I'm going to make it full width. Here, 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 here. I'm going to give it a background, a little bit of color just so we can see it a little more clearly what we're doing. Give it a light yellow, light green background. Oops. And hit save. So you can see here, then I would hit plus, and then I would drop in a module or a widget. So here's this, I'm going to drop in a photo. It's kind of large. And then here, I'm going to drop in a text editor box. And then here, I'm going to type in, drop in one of those call outs.
Now, what is exactly the difference between a call out and a photo?
The photo doesn't allow you to put in keep the image together with text and also title. Photo.
Okay, Now, is that for humans or
I'm sorry,
is that for humans or Google?
this is for you. Is that what you're asking me?
Right, is that for humans or Google?
Well, this is what's actually on the page itself. So you can see here, this is a call out. And so now I'm going to add the image. And so I click select photo and click this giraffe and click select here. And it's kind of large. Again, you don't need a photo, the photo this size for something that's that small, even that's large. So, and so now you can see here, if I duplicate, right here, it says duplicate. I've created, oh, and it also has a title. So general, it has a heading. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. And it deleted the photo in this. Now I'm going to duplicate it again. And then I'm going to drag and drop it over to here. So you can see the photos here. This is a call out. It's got a heading and it has text. This is just a text. There's no photo.
Right, okay, got you.
Now I could then move this text underneath the photo, but it's not together. It doesn't move like this does.
Right, okay, I see the difference now.
This is just a text. And this here is a slideshow. So you change, add photos that you wanted in the slideshow.
First thing I need to do is start adding some more photos, so
You need to take more photos?
I need to add more. I
Add
don't
more
need,
photos, yeah, that's probably, I would agree with you. I think uploading some more photos into your media library. So I'm going to hit done and publish. And so to add your photos, you would go here to your dashboard.
what time you gotta be going?
I'm sorry?
What time do you have to head out?
About 3. Joey just has to go. His appointment's at 3:30, so we'll leave
Oh,
here
okay.
about 3. So I got that. Thank you for asking. He's got a scratch on his paw. He's been going at for a while, so I should have taken him the other day.
Where are you going?
Just Colonial Heights Animal Hospital
Oh, then you're like, have you been there with Beth?
with Dr. Hyatt. Is Beth the lady?
Dyson, let's see, she's using her maiden name.
I don't think I've met her actually.
She's the one that owns it.
Oh, Dr. Hyatt's place, you're saying? The Colonial Heights Animal Hospital?
I know her by Beth Dyson.
Okay.
I know her by
I
her,
did not
ma-
know that. So
I know by her married name.
okay. I'll have to seek her out. Dr. Hyatt used to own it, but I guess he sold it recently.
Yeah, Beth bought it a year ago or so.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I had heard.
Well, say hi to her for me. We're
Okay,
scooping.
if I see her, I sure will.
Yeah, we'd been on several trips together.
Cool. Okay. Very cool. So what was I going to show you, Carter? I don't remember now.
Sorry about that.
No,
Interrupt.
not a problem. I just don't remember where I was going.
We were talking about photos and
Oh, your
Oh,
media library. So right here, where I logged in, I'm at your dashboard, media, and
Add
then
new.
library or add new, it gets you to the same place. Click add new. And then what you would end up doing is select your files and then go ahead and find your files on your computer and then upload them to your media library.
yeah, I'll have to go back. Yeah, there's plenty of files in there. I'll just make sure they're the right size.
That's fine. Yep, that'd be good. And then when you actually place them on the page, then you also have the option to pick what size you want them to appear on the page.
Right.
Do you want me to check about some software for you to organize your photos?
Oh, that would be great.
Let me do a little research on that for you, Carter.
All right,
Carter, I'm trying to
I can-
remember what, I'll let you know. I'll holler back at you soon on that.
I've got them organized, all organized in Lightroom.
Yeah, it would be, I'm realizing that you would be someone who would benefit from some media library organization. So let me check on that for you.
All of mine are organized by date, by location, and all in folders.
Okay, and that's what I'll see what I can find for you.
But I mean, on my own, when I go to my actual photos themselves,
Yeah, I think what we want to do is be able to, so that they're organized in your media library, so you can find them in your media library.
like that's different than on my photo program.
Yep, but it's good that you're organized there, because then you can be organized on your website.
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, if you want to go, let's say you want to go to Africa 17, they're organized by Africa 17, Africa 18, picks, you know, the top 20 or whatever.
Well, you've got some great photos, so I know that'll help. Well, we've got software on here now too that will help track. I'm setting this up here for you now too, where people are looking at your website from and how often they are and all that type of stuff. So I'll add that for you.
Okay, that sounds great.
How about other questions or thoughts right now, or requests at all, Carter?
This is going to keep me busy for quite a while.
Well, that 40-minute video will certainly help get you started. And then this video will be another 30, 40 minutes. So I think if you spend, an hour, hour and a half watching these again, it may save you some time as you start to dig through and learn more.
I think you're correct.
Is there other stuff you want to go over now today, or for me to show you or anything, or?
That's probably all I'm going to be able to digest today.
Okay. I think when you do the review, just like doing anything, once you review it, you'll start to realize, oh yeah, I do remember some of that, and oh yeah, I do
Oh, yeah.
remember, and it'll
Yeah, I
start
don't
coming
think-
back to you. So,
I don't think it'll be any problems remembering it.
yeah, good. Well, I think once you watch it again, because there's a lot of buttons to press or remember where stuff is hidden and stuff. So,
For a second. I don't know if it's your. I can see your mouse movement.
okay.
Now I can hear you again.
I was just setting up some software for you that'll help. They call it Google Analytics, so it'll help track traffic on your website. So it's starting to collect data now. Anything else right now, Carter? Or
Now, do you having any problems your internet dropping off?
well, I recently set up Google Nest Wi-Fi, but prior to that, we were having lots of problems with our internet.
You got a mesh?
It is a mesh network, and because of the size of the house, I put 4 points total. It came with 3, the router, and then 2 points, and then I added 1 more point. And so far, we had it maybe 3 weeks, and I've been very happy with it over the last 3 weeks.
Good. I'm getting ready to try one and see what happens.
Well, and then they have on your phone, you can do that speed test. And when I was walking around the house, seeing how the internet was, there were some spots that was horrible. And now when I walk around with this, at least it's acceptable, as
Good.
weak spots.
Good. Well, I'll tell you what, Mark, let me go over this and maybe I'll get back to you here in a couple of weeks.
Okay, I can make myself available when you want. So just give me a holler and we'll reconnect.
That sounds great.
Okay, so Carter, I will log us out of here. It'll take me a second. I wish you well. Tell Janet I said hi,
I sure will.
and
Thank you
I'll
for
look
your
for you on
time
the
today.
street.
Thank you for your time and patience.
No problem. Happy to help. Hopefully it did help.
All righty.
Take care, Carter. Look online for this video. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Let me stop ending and meeting.